This video is made available by the Technology and Applied Design program at Berea College under a Creative Commons Attribution, Share Alike version 3.0 license. Here we are, take 2 on the audio. It's 9:15 in the evening, but someone knocked on the door. That's how it is. I'm going to draw a shaker table. It's got some dimensions. They're in Moodle. They're also here. If you want, you could write them down. I've given you 40 seconds of the video in which to do that. You can pause the video, and then you may have as much time as you like. That is the power of the pause button. Now, far be it for me to tell you how to use a YouTube video. So I'm really not telling you so much as saying it's possible. So I'm going to be honest, it took me more than 7 minutes to make this table. But I sped the video up because, you see, I don't think you wanted to watch me do 35 to 40 minutes of Inventor, nor did you want me to talk for that long, although I can. And as you can see, I do a whole lot of fiddly things with dimensions, trying to figure out where the tenons go. It's late, I'm tired, and I'm confused. In the end, I may have put them in the right place. I'm not sure. If that's not reassuring, I'm sorry. So, I could do some fun things here. I could talk really fast. This was a good bit, by the way. I think I actually was sort of smart, and I centered my rectangles, and then I did a save as, and I changed the original sketch by going over to the tree. So that way I quickly made the front and the sides, but I don't know that that was necessarily the best design intent so much as just me being lazy. At this point, I could talk really fast. I could try and talk really fast. I'm bringing in the labels, and then I'm going to bring this marker, but I'm going to but that's only funny for so long. What's going on here is I'm spending a lot of time fiddling around with the rotation tool, trying to figure out how to get 2 faces that I can constrain. It takes me a long time. It's very fiddly for me. I'm apparently not very good at it. So here you can see I'm grabbing sides, and then I make the tops flush. I get desperate. I go to wireframe view. There, I was so excited about getting it right, I saved before I said okay, and it undid my work. Now here what I did is I created a new assembly where I brought in the partially assembled table, so that way I had a little less work to do. It's possible I could have gotten away with putting one of the 2 7-inch skirts on, and then saved that as an assembly, because really it just gets rotated. I didn't do that. So now I'm going to slow the video down back to normal speed. I spent a little bit of time fussing with the tabletop and getting it wrong and undoing everything. But then, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try and, I think I delete these. Yeah, this is all kinds of bad. What I'm trying to do is constrain the tabletop so that it is flush with the sides of the legs. And that is not working for me. So I go in here and I delete all of my constraints so I can start over. And I grab the side of the table. I can't see it, so I zoom in. And I grab the side of the leg. Not that one. No, don't do that, Matt. Don't do it. Oh, sorry. That was important because I had to get the long dimension of the table to line up with the long dimension of the tabletop to align with the long dimension of the skirts. I'm really tired. I have no idea what I'm saying. So I managed to line up one side. Now I'm going to constrain the top by making it flush with the top of that table. But I'm going to do it with an offset of 3/4 of an inch. And it gets angry. And it's because I used the wrong one, I think. So I try again. Because, of course, if it didn't work the first time, obviously I have to try it again. That still doesn't work. So I'm going to come in here and grab the top. Actually, in the end, I think I want flush. Let's try. And I'm going to offset it by the thickness of my table. I went the wrong way, so I'm going to now try minus. And as soon as I hit apply, it accepted it, so I had to go over here, double click, and make minus 3/4 of an inch. That, once I managed to sort of center it up, starts to look good. And you can see I'm constrained right on the corner, flush with the table. Now I'm going to offset that by an inch. And I had to do it by minus 1 inch. I wasn't sure which way, so I guessed. And that looks right. Now I'm going to, once this is Adventures in Matt trying to rotate things in 3D. Here we go. That, I'm not 100% positive that 1 inch is the right offset. I didn't do the math. I guessed. I looked at it. And honestly, it's pretty late and I'm pretty tired. So I'm not going to do the math. You can. Let me think. Yeah, the table leg's 1 3/4 and the skirt is 9 inches. So 1 3/4, 1 3/4 is 2 inches plus 0.75. 1, 2, 3.5 plus 9 is 12.5. That's a 14-inch. See, I don't know. And now I'm trying to change the material because I got bored. So I did this whole thing. I wanted it to be copper, and I clicked the wrong thing, and oh well. So all of that is to say, is I'm pretty sure I got the alignment of the tabletop wrong, and I'm a bad professor for not figuring it out exactly, but that's a shaker table.